Dangerous conditions at that New Haven housing complex, and now everybody is told to get out. Good evening, I'm Ann Nyberg.
It's a mess. I'm Darren Kramer. What started out as dozens of people being displaced now has turned into nearly 300 families. They were all living at the Church Street South complex. That's on St. Green, and now we're hearing it could take up to a year for them to find a new place to live. All happening here in New Haven. Back in April, mold was found at the 47-year-old housing complex right there. Take a look at some of this. Staircases had gaping holes in the plywood. A bunch of apartments there have been ordered to be condemned because of mold and other messes inside there. News 8's Jason Newton is at that complex tonight, and he has the very latest on the new developments. Jason?
And Darren, this could be the beginning of the end for the sprawling Church Street South housing complex. If you've ever been to the train station here in New Haven, then you can't miss the place. Nearly 300 apartment units of concrete block that have housed families here since 1969, and soon it'll all be empty.
Conditions at Church Street South apartment are totally unacceptable.
It all started in April with a code enforcement complaint of water damage and mold by one tenant. Fed up with the poor response from the Massachusetts-based property owners, she enlisted the help of New Haven legal assistance.
And the roof was in complete disrepair. It was an objective and clear statement that things were just completely unacceptable in the building in which she lived.
Soon after, dozens of families suffering similar conditions were displaced, forced to live in hotels after the homes their families knew were condemned.
What we're seeing is an extraordinary clustering of very sick kids and other family members.
And there's other dangers. Just Wednesday, Crystal Burgos' infant son, Makai, suffered a nasty scrape on his face when his foot got caught in a gaping hole on the solid concrete steps, and he fell.
His foot got stuck coming down the stairs with his sister, and he rolled basically down the rest of the stairs.
Down the concrete stairs,
yeah.
Right here. Dangers surround the young Burgos family. Another gaping hole exists on the second floor balcony railing, covered only with a piece of plywood and some zip ties.
And this is just waiting to fall. And then what if my son by mistakenly pushes this the wrong way or breaks through this and then my son falls? What am I supposed to do after that?
Housing and Urban Development inspectors were out Thursday checking all apartments at the complex. Word came the day before that all tenants will be moved out, given what's called pass-through leases by the federal government, where they can find subsidized housing with different landlords.
Basically, we're living like we're animals, and they don't do anything. They don't care about us. They don't. It's just like we have to deal with it, and it's a place to live, so most people deal with it.
And back out here live, here's a statement from Northland Investments, the company who owns the Church Street South complex. It reads, quote, "Our first priority at this time is the health and safety of all the families. We are committed to relocate any family that has an immediate health or safety concern to area hotels or apartments." Again, that's a statement from Northland Investments, the company, the Massachusetts-based company that owns Church Street South housing complex here in New Haven. We're told that it could take nearly a year to find placement for the 289 families that will be displaced. And we're also told that tomorrow, city, federal officials will meet with Northland Investment to try to find placement for those who are being displaced. We're live in New Haven tonight. Jason Newton, News 8.